It's the kind of growth a city never wants to see. Murders in St. Louis this year have surpassed last year and almost every year since 2015.
Suspects opened fire at a busy park in St. Louis County as children and families run for cover.
In St. Louis tonight, there's a $100,000 reward for information in a wave of child killings.
We had to bury 5 people in our family within 2 days.
That was such a heartbreaking situation to see unfolding in our city. How did that impact you?
Me personally, it was gut-wrenching to watch and see almost, every other day, seeing the faces of parents and community members just grieving. I grieve along with the community. We are a community that's grieving. We are a community that's mourning. And we are a community that's in need of healing.
"2020 started off on a deadly note here in St. Louis.
5 are dead and 9 people have been wounded in just a matter of hours.
It's a tragic number. More children have been shot and killed in St. Louis so far this year than in all of 2019.
Sadly, this summer's gun violence reports paint the same picture as 2019. And to that end, ARCHS could not think of a better time to announce the Neighborhood Healing Network.
ARCHS is partnering with 5 well-known community organizations: Better Family Life, Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater St. Louis, Fathers and Families Support Center, Mission St. Louis, and the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. These organizations were chosen due to their locations across St. Louis City and their expertise to carry out Neighborhood Healing Network services.
Community members who have had long-term exposure to violence and crime suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and that the impact of this violence and exposure to trauma is transgenerational as well. Therefore, the children of the parents are also affected and impacted. And so we're hoping to reduce the stigma associated with accessing mental health services, reduce the stigma associated with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help in time of need. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you're having difficulty coping.
So will the services be offered virtually as well or in person? How is that working?
So a bit of a hybrid. In some cases, of course, the services will be offered in person, but then again, due to COVID-19, a lot of the services will be offered virtually. But some of the services being offered also consist of community presentations to raise awareness of trauma and the impact of violence within communities. And so through those virtual presentations, we think we'll have a much stronger reach. It will reduce the barriers to participation.
With this $1 million federal grant from the state, the Serving Our Streets initiative will be able to expand their community outreach model, where trained outreach workers build relationships in the neighborhoods that have the highest crime rate and poverty. They will work with citizens to identify barriers to employment and what services can be offered to address these barriers. They will interact directly with victims of crimes and individuals affected by crime in order to de-escalate additional violent situations.
Is nothing to sneeze at, more is needed, and our jobs in partnership with the Urban League is to justify, to measure, to objectively assess what's working, what's not working, in order to expand this program in the ways that Governor Parson and James just discussed.
And I want to thank the people from Better Family Life, the Urban League, ARCHS, and Missouri FACT. This is truly a team effort.